Beans is back. Same message, same vibe, same heart. Spreading the love. What is up, my homies, my amigos, my muchachos, muchachas? Hope you guys are doing good. A lot of love here. And I am on the walk of life. I am on the journey to discover, to help, and to put whatever I can out there to maybe stir up a little pot in your head to get you moving. You are your next decision. Whoa, we transitioned right into it like that. What is this? Therapy? No. But you are your next decision. I mean, I've had plenty of bad ones. I've had plenty that I had to go through a million times and still continue going through them. It's like if you drink a beverage, an adult beverage, all right? You're like, okay, cool. Yeah, where are you going with this, Malcolm? It's like we all know the limitations and we make the choice to drink that 1 or 2 or 3 extra, right? Next day, hung, brain, no fun, headache, pounding, beating through your head. And yet, a day later, same day, hair of the dog, the next day, we make a choice to go right back into it. Once again, lessons, life. There's no shame in that game. I've been there plenty of times, but the interesting thing is when you finally kind of stop the pause, you look at, you're only as good as your next choice. It's like when you go through something bad, when you go through something hard, or you either don't learn through it for many, many years, choices. Your next choice can help direct you. Your next choice, your mindset going into that next stage. We have to, but we can't punish ourselves, because if I did, to that drink example, I'd be punishing myself like, what an idiot. Then you look at the long-term effects. I love how they say do the hard things now so you can do the easier things later. That's just discipline. Disciplining ourselves, disciplining our mind. I'm good at it and I'm really bad at it. I have moments where I'm flowing and glowing and shining and thriving, and then I have ones where I'm just like sinking the Titanic. Just my ship. I'm literally unscrewing holes in the ship myself by choice, by decisions. So our decisions literally and the habits and the focus and the discipline behind it are everything. But the interesting thing is I feel like everyone always says, would you go back? I'm not going to punish myself. I'm going to grow myself through the things that I went through to really understand how I want to make change and set those new habits. But it's a lot of those situations put me into different places with people, circumstances, some good, some bad. And from those, I gain perspective on how I hurt somebody, how someone hurt me, how I hurt, how hurt happens. And I would say hurt men's hearts. Right? And it's like you have to go through sometimes these hurts to understand. But then what happens? Because hurt men's hearts, hurts men's hearts, then now your heart can mend others, right? So it's like you have to go through it. If not, it's like me trying to explain someone and help walk someone through a circumstance I have no relation, no relativity to or anything. So our next decision, stop punishing ourselves for the past. Our next decision can help lift and get us on that path, and it's never too late. As I speak now, yesterday, some interesting decisions. Last week, some interesting decisions. So we really have to kind of sit there and make sure our decisions align with somewhat of the vicinity of like who we are, where we want to go to. And I think purpose comes naturally from the walk, from existing, and from starting to put the gift of existence into forward movement. Movement opens up awareness, whether it's what do you call critics? Boom, 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 pointing. But critics, even by pointing, by you leading, eventually when it becomes the way, then they look and go, wow, I was really wrong. And then it helps them grow through whatever was holding them back and making them just spread negativity. So the whole circle is your next choice, your next decision. And then the habits around good decisions, good choices start to compound together and then open up and really manifest. All these words to me, I always say there's definitions that people came up with, great ones, great meanings, but the definitions shouldn't define us. Defining us should become our definition of how we want to, impact the world with the gifts we have. And most people, when you have those crazy gifts and people are like, you're an idiot, you'll never do whatever that might be, that's normally an indication that you might be onto something, and you might have such a heart and that gift that only you have that people can't see it till you open up that present and then keep pushing that everyone goes, I want that under my tree. I want that gift. I want that feeling. So I think stop punishing myself, stop punishing ourselves. circumstances that are heavy, circumstances I can't even jump into. So therefore I'm not. I'm just saying interesting conversation pieces based on my life. And if anyone knows my life, there's been crazy highs and lows. I don't think I've ever even documented more than 2% of them, but I'm trying to just open them up, be transparent, be vulnerable, because the more vulnerable I am, the more I'm able to grow, the more I'm able to see what it took to walk through that hard time, or to become this person of faith, to become someone that wants to just have even more and more integrity and loyalty and discipline, to kind of get myself in those paths, because I've seen what opens up when I do. I've seen the doors that shut when I don't. When I don't lean on my faith and the Bible and the Word, everything I'm creating right now, the Bible to me is the most beautiful articulation, description, and truth to a life well lived. A sinful life, our Lord Jesus Christ, the sacrifice of everything to die on the cross, to then open up our ability to make mistakes and walk through sin, to become that perfect gift, and to open up all these things. We don't have to live in this life of regret. And whatever you've been through, whatever you're going through, whatever current position you're in, and you hear people talking on finances, relationships, everything. Yeah, there's 10 pillars, health, that all kind of could be huge impact points of something you're going through. And so I'm just encouraging, I'm praying, and I want to just kind of like open up the door for you to open up the door and have it be okay. Stop punishing yourself for anything you've been through, even if it was an hour ago or a while ago. Owning stuff. What I found is owning stuff is the bigger person. And it's been said many times, but the moment I sit there, if I'm going to fight with you, I'm like, what's up, bro? No, dude, you were definitely wrong. There's no way. You're a left, I'm a right, you're this, you're that. Okay, cool. That is such a waste of oxygen. Everyone's entitled to an opinion, but for me to sit there and criticize, or even waste my energy getting into that kind of that fight or that mindset, I'm not sure who I'm helping, but to be that encouragement and to be the bigger person is like going, hey, listen, dude, you got an interesting opinion. I see where where your sources come from, and and do you, and if that helps you elevate you, like elevating, appreciated values, appreciation of life, appreciation. Like, you don't want depreciating values or depreciation. Why are you associating yourself with things that either depreciate or that are depreciating to your heart and to amplifying everything that will appreciate? I want an appreciated heart. I want an appreciated value. I want to appreciate in investments. Like, everything is this thing, and what are we searching for? But the choices and the decisions, we have the opportunity right now, little snappies, to get into it, to start that move, to get into that groove, to get on the mend. On the mend is this crazy path that, guess what? All of the paths are individual to you, but all of them have a crazy ability to be a life well lived. Malky on the mend with the Malc and beans. I try to keep it real. I try to keep it clean. But I love you guys. Reminder to breathe. We got this. We got this. We got this. Make those decisions. Let's go. Agent Orange out.